Hi, today is January 18th, 2023. Here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 106 for the year, Skill. She taught herself how to pee into her toilet without standing up so that she could experience how much more difficult the bathroom would be to clean once she found a man that she would want to live with. It did not occur to her that she might meet a man that she would want to live with who peed sitting down or who didn't mind cleaning the bathroom, and in fact, she never did. Poem number 107, Supplemental Retirement Plan. He believed that he had enough money in his 401k to live in relative comfort, provided he could continue to work for just a few more years. But by that time he would be 65 and even more unfuckable than he already was. It occurred to him that the government ought to set up a tax-deferred savings plan so that once he reached retirement age, he would have enough money to hire sex workers as needed. He wrote a letter to his congressional representative proposing such a savings plan, but he never heard back. He wondered whether this was because the name he proposed for the plan was 401k. Poem number 108, Poems I Cannot Write. Here is a list of titles of poems that, with one exception, I cannot write. 1. The Thing About Those People. 2. What's That Smell? 3. Articulate. It isn't just for white people anymore. 4. 401k. It turns out I could write this one, I just had to change the title. 5. Let's Call a Spade a Spade. 6. Jews Watching the Yule Log. 7. But Where Are You From Originally? Several more titles are occurring to me that I can't write down, and as I continue to think about this, maybe I can't even write this poem. Poem number 109, Compliance. When she would lie on the bed with her eyes closed without moving, it was a signal to him that he could do whatever he wanted to do with her. In the past, the idea of such complete compliance would have turned him off. In the past, with other women, he preferred to be the passive, submissive, compliant one. But there was something about her complete and total surrender that turned him on immensely and brought out the latent, big dick energy that had previously lain dormant for the entirety of his sexual history. She was gone now, perhaps in search of more dominant lovers, leaving him to wonder what to do with what had been unleashed. He wasn't about to go into politics or compete in some sport or be more of a dick with people than he already was. Perhaps over time, this side of him would subside and his attraction to compliance would diminish, the way an unused muscle atrophies. He couldn't decide whether he wanted that or not. And the last poem for the day is poem number 110, Weather the Wind. When the wind would whisper, they would wonder whether they were wandering way too far into the weeds or whether the wind would help them find their way out. Okay, thank you. Wow, just 3.5 minutes today. I appreciate it as always. Thank you very much for tuning in.